Welcome back, everyone. Patrick here, moving on to another problem dealing with labels, another labeling problem. So Sarah and Peter are two of 7 tutors at a company who will be assigned to 3 schools, A, B, and C. Those are the school names. So part A, what is the total number of ways that tutors can be assigned if 2 tutors get assigned to school A, 3 tutors go to B, and then 2 go to C? Then part B, we have to redo A if Sarah gets assigned to A and Peter gets assigned to B. And then part C, we have to redo A again. If Sarah gets assigned to A, but then Peter gets assigned to A or C. Right? So lots of different combinations here we're going to have to deal with. So I'm going to erase B and C for now to give me some room here. So in part A, we're told that 2 tutors have to go to school A, 3 have to go to B, and then 2 have to go to C. And so for part A, basically we got 7 tutors, and then the different schools can be the labels. So 2 have to go to A, 3 have to go to B, 2 have to go to C, right? So creating a multinomial coefficient over here. And then when you do this calculation, you'd end up getting 210. So that's the answer for part A. There's no real restrictions with Sarah and Peter. They could be any of these here, right? So this is the total number of ways. Now, part B says we have to redo A, but we're told that Sarah gets assigned to school A, and then Peter gets assigned to school B. And so if Sarah is going to A for sure, Peter's going to B for sure, then 1 more tutor has to go to A, 2 more tutors have to go to B, because we're redoing part A, so that combination of tutors to A, B, and C is staying the same. But if Sarah's already going there, if Peter's already going to B, then there's 2 more that has to go to B, 1 more that has to go to A, and then 2 that still have to go to C. And so Sarah and Peter are already taken care of. So in this case, there's only 5 more tutors to split up, quote unquote, between the schools. And using the same labels, 1 would have to go to A of the 5, 2 would have to go to B, and then 2 would have to go to C, like that. And then when you do this here, you'd end up having 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 2 factorial times 2 factorial gives us 4. So this would end up being, what? 120 over 4, which would give us 30. So 30 different ways that part B can happen if Sarah is for sure going to A and then Peter is for sure going to B. Now in part C, we're told that Sarah is for sure going to A, but then we're told that Peter can either go to Peter can go to A or he can go to C. And so in this case, we're going to have to look at 2 different cases. So we're going to have to look at the case where Peter goes to A, and then we're going to have to look at the case where Peter goes to C, because it's either one of those. Sarah for sure is going to A, but Peter can either go to A or C. So the first case, if he goes to school A, notice that Peter and Sarah go there, which would take up the 2 tutors that get assigned there, right? So no more of the remaining tutors would go to A, and so either 3 have to go to B and 2 have to go to C. So of those 5 tutors remaining, 0 would go to A. We don't have to put 0 factorial because that's just 1. But if you want to kind of see it clearly how we're organizing the 5 people, because Peter and Sarah are going to A, no more tutors are going to school A. and then 3 are going to go to B, 2 are going to go to C. What about if Peter goes to school C? Well, 2 have to go to A. Sarah's already going to A, so 1 more has to go to A. 3 have to go to B, and then 2 have to go to C, but if Peter's already going to C, then there only 1 more has to go to C. And so the remaining 5 tutors, 1 would have to go to A, 3 would have to go to B, and then 1 would have to go to C. And so what would happen here is we would end up with this here would be 10 different ways that this could happen. If Peter goes to C, then this here would be 20 different ways. And so the answer to C is actually 30 as well, as it was to B. All right, so with these kinds of questions, sometimes these labels are going to change, the numbers, and sometimes there's going to be multiple cases where the labels are going to have to change, and we did questions like that before, so just be on the lookout for these kinds of questions.